Hello students, this is Dr. A.S. Sayyed. I welcome you all for the course on finite element method in civil engineering. Our today's topic is what is discretization in finite element analysis. So the process of dividing the structure into number of finite elements is called as discretization. The process of dividing the structure into number of finite elements, that process is called as discretization. So to before discretizing the structure, first we have to decide which shape of element is suitable for the discretization of that structure. Which shape of the element, what should be the size of that element, and what should be the number of elements required to discretize the structure so that we will get the answer closer to the true solution, right? So the discretization, the number, shape, size and configuration of elements have to be decided in such a manner that the real structure is simulated as closely as possible. Real structure is simulated means what? When we discretize the structure, your complete structure must be discretized by using that element, that shape of the element and size of element, so that your answer, whatever results you will get, those results will be more converge to the true solution, right? So after discretization means dividing the structure into number of elements, your structure will looks like this. These are the few examples. It just looks like a mesh. So these are the few examples. Now if you want to explain the discretization with the help of a simple example, here I will give you one simple example. If you consider one structure, or it is also called as domain, for example rectangular slab. So if you consider one rectangular slab, when we divide the slab into n number of subdomains, is called as discretization of domain or discretization of the slab. So dividing the slab into n number of subdomain is called as discretization of domain. Now we know that for the slab, since it is a rectangular in shape, what should be the shape of element? It must be rectangle. It is more simple and suitable to the structure. So depending on the shape of the domain, we have to divide the shape of subdomain, that is element. So if you look at this figure, original structure is a rectangular slab which is divided into number of small or number of subdomains. So there are total 16 subdomains, or we can call it as elements. So rectangular slab is divided into 16 subdomains. Now each subdomain is called as element. So this is element number 1, 2, 3, 4, like this, 5, 6, 7, 8. This last one will be of 16 number. There are total 16 elements. The collection of elements is called as finite element mesh. If you look at this complete figure at a time, there are 16 elements. So if you divide it again into suppose 32 elements like this, if you reduce the size of element, it is 32 for example. So it just looks like it is a mesh. It just looks like a mesh, and that's why it is called as finite element mesh. Okay. Now the elements, the points where elements are connected to or connected with each other. For example, if you look at this element number 1 and element number 2, these are the points where these are connected, right? These are the points where elements are connected with each other. So these points are called as nodes. These points are called as nodes. So what is a node means? The points where elements are connected to each other are called as nodes. Okay. Now if you look at this figure, there are 2 points, important points to discuss. Now if you use the same size of element, throughout the mesh, that mesh is called as uniform mesh. Here it is, uniform mesh. And if you use two types of size of elements, for example, if you look at this figure, here if you look at the on the left half portion, size of element is different than the size of element is used in the right part of this rectangular slab. So since this size of elements, two elements are different, it means when size of element is not same throughout the mesh, it is called as non-uniform mesh. Okay, so these are the important and simple 5 points related to discretization. So if a question is asked on this article, what is discretization? Explain with suitable example. So see, it's very simple. You write down first definition of discretization. What is discretization? The process of dividing the structure into number of finite elements is called as discretization. If you want, you can show one or two figures as an example. You can also write in the discretization the number, shape, size and configuration of elements have to be decided so that real structure is simulated as closely as possible, right? Then as an example, if you want, you give the example of rectangular slab. Write down that dividing the slab into n number of subdomain is called as discretization. Draw this figure as an example. Then write down what is element means, what is finite element mesh is. The collection of element is called as finite element mesh. Then write down the points where all elements are connected to each other are called as nodes. Then write down when the elements are of same dimensions throughout the mesh, it is called as uniform mesh. And if different size of elements are used in the single domain, it is called as non-uniform mesh. Okay, so this is discretization. I hope all of you have understand. In the next article, we will discuss advantages and disadvantages of finite element method. Thank you very much.